Hello, welcome, namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for your practice. One of the things I love so much about yoga is how it allows us to check in with ourselves every day and find what we're needing in that moment in order to feel our best. So, whether that is a restart or a reset of the body, a reset of the mind, a reset of the breath, or a reset of the entire system that you are, there's always something for you within the practice of yoga. Today, I'm bringing you a reset of the body. So, this will be a really well rounded practice, requires nothing but you and your body. You're welcome to have blocks or any other props that support you in your practice. But thank you. And join me on your mat. You can go ahead and find yourself in Shavasana or corpse pose, just lying on back. Allow yourself to pick up some space, wiggle out the hips, let the backs of the hands rest down on the earth, let feet fall out. Gently rocking your head from side to side. Just starting to tap into the breath. Notice this body, how it lays here on the earth. Let your head slow to stillness. Just allow yourself to focus in on the weights, the heaviness, the sensations that may be already rising in the body. Maybe that's tingling or vibrating. Feeling the points of pressure or contact as the body lies here on the earth. Noticing the breath, taking a big inhale through the nose into the belly. Opening the mouth, exhale, letting it go. Do more like that. Inhale all the way to the low belly. Exhale out the mouth, letting it go. Nice and slow, slow, slow. One more deep inhale all the way to the belly, the pelvic floor. And that full breath out. Feel the weight of the body here, relaxed, and more present than a few moments ago. Bring your arms in front of you. Make fists with your hands. You start to gently open and close the hands, like you're flicking water up towards the ceiling. And then begin to speed that up. How fast can you go? How much water can you flick onto the ceiling? Start to feel the activation of the wrists, of the forearms. I know there might be a burn. You're here for 3, 2. On 1, arms fall back. Big full body stretch. Point your toes. Big breath in. And a breath out. Good. Hug your right knee in towards your chest. Squeezing it in. Big breath. On the exhale, right knee over towards the left. Come into a twist. And just hang out here for a moment. Left hand can be on right wrist, pressing away. Right shoulder is low. Right knee is moving towards the earth. And draw your way back to center. Hug left knee in to meet your right. Give both knees a big old squeeze. Keep knees bent. Take your hands behind your head. Widen through the elbows. Draw navel to spine. And lift your shoulders off of the mat. Keep that gaze up. Flex the feet. Beautiful. Now draw elbows towards knees, knees towards elbows. Go ahead and extend legs. Keep shoulders to a hover. Elbows to knees. Go ahead and extend. Elbows to knees. Core stays engaged. One more. Beautiful. Release that, feet down. Take a full body stretch, arms overhead. Breath out. Left knee into chest. Squeeze it in. And left knee over towards the right. Feeling into a nice reclined spinal twist. Keep stretching left fingertips away from you. Left shoulder is relaxed. Left knee is reaching towards the earth. And hug the left knee back in towards your chest. Hug the right knee in. And plant your feet down as wide as the mat knees knock in. One hand to heart, one hand to belly. Just check in. How can I better show up for this body, this home that I reside in? Let this practice, let this moment right here on your mat be a homecoming, a reset, a restart between you and your body, any judgments, any stickiness, any stiffness. Reclaiming that sensation of feeling home right here, because this is it, guys. This is your body. This is your vessel for creation, your vessel for life. And I know it can be hard not to judge ourselves or all of the mean things we like to say, but when we come back to just the simplicity that this is it, this is the body that I was given, and I'm going to make the most of that body. I'm going to be strong, I'm going to be dedicated, and I'm going to fuel myself as best I can. Your knees start to fall side to side, you can relax the arms. Then bring your feet in towards hips width distance, pressing down through the soles of the feet, the inner arches of the feet. Bring your arms alongside your body. Start to nuzzle your shoulder blades together on your back. And then lift the head. Start to lift up onto the forearms, doing like a little, let's say like a little lounging on the beach shape. Lift through the heart, broaden through the collarbones, keep squeezing shoulder blades together on your back. Maybe let your head drop back. Bring your chin neutral, press in through one hand, press in through the other. A little shoulder mobility here, very, very simple. Lower down to left forearm, lower down to right forearm. And maybe not very, very simple, because for some bodies, this may be a lot of activity for the shoulders. If it feels too tight, press in through the right hand, press in through the left hand. If it feels too tight, you're welcome to walk the feet a little further away from you. And then lowering down, right forearm, left forearm, lifting into left hand, right hand. So keep that going, lowering and lifting, switching hands, no rush here. Fingertips can be facing towards the body, fingertips can be facing away, towards the long edges of the mats. Do two more. Keep the chin parallel here. Next time you press into the hands, go ahead and stay. Fingertips, again, either facing the body or away. Bring the feet back in a little closer if you've walked them away. Begin to press into the feet, reverse tabletop. Squeeze the glutes. Lift the hips a little bit higher, maybe head drops back. And exhale, lower down. Keep the hands where they are. Lift shins, flex toes. Exhale, extend legs, hover. Lift, hover. Lift, hover. We're here for 5. 2. Stay on your hover. Scissor kick. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Beautiful. Cross the ankles. Ooh. Hands to knees. Make some barrel rolls of the spine. Goofy circles with the upper body all the way down to the hips. Go both directions, my beautiful humans. Again, reminding yourself of the presence in your body, the restart, that reset you are gifting yourself. How proud I am of you. Come forward into tabletop. So here in tabletop, the action, start with the hands, spread the fingers really wide. Slight dialing out of the hands. Good. Cup the mat with your hands, so pressing through the palms, through the inner arch, the inseam of the thumb. Yeah, so the thumb and the index finger, kind of that webbing right there. Beautiful. Tucking the toes, keep pressing away creases of the arm bones. facing forward, creases of the elbows. Toes are tucked. And just lift the knees to a hover. Strong upper body, so keep pressing away here. Corseting the core, the ribs in. Step your right foot back, step your left foot back. High plank. Step your right toes in, step your left toes in, coming into that hovering tabletop. Left toes back, right toes back. Left toes in, right toes in. Right toes back, left toes back. Keep going. Gazing down. Come to that hovering tabletop. 3, 2, start pressing away. 1, lift the hips, keep the knees bent. Come towards a little mini downward facing dog. Fingers are still spread, cupping of the hands. Ooh. Deep breath in. Maybe extending the legs on the breath out. Adho Mukha Svanasana, starting here. This is an inversion, so imagine you're bringing your shoulders towards your ears. That will bring a little more length to your spine. Gaze forward, start to walk slowly towards the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Hands to shins, or if you have blocks, you can take them under hands. Exhale, give yourself a fold. Uttanasana. Bend into the knees, relax the arms, roll your way all the way up to stand. Take an inhale, reach your arms overhead. Palms press, hands to heart. So throughout a vigorous practice, we take these moments, just as in life, to pause. What am I doing? Am I here? Am I off somewhere else? And how can I drop back in? Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Take a lift. And step your left foot back. Stay here, runner's lunge on the fingertips or hands to blocks, and then pull up through that left kneecap. So left hip goes low, right hip draws back. Stay for one more breath. High plank as you transition, right foot meets the left back of the mat. Lower the knees down to the mat. Bending into the elbows, tap your chin and your chest. Keep your hips high. All the way to the belly, cobra pose. Squeeze elbows towards ribs. Inhale, one breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. Coming up through bent knees. Again, you're welcome to keep those knees bent as you lift and invert. Left leg high to the sky, breath in. Stay there, toes lifting towards the sky. In your 3-legged dog, begin to bend your elbows, try and tap crown of the head towards the earth. Press away. Do it 2 more times. Bend elbows out to the sides, try and tap head. Press away, knee to nose. Step through. Runner's lunge, stay there for a breath. Right knee is lifted. Again, you're drawing back through left hip, pulling up through right kneecap. And step forward, top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, reset the spine. And exhale, fold on down. Inhale, you rise, either rolling up or reaching up. Draw your hands to your heart. Taking that moment of check-in. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, you lower. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. Right foot back on the exhale. Keep that right knee lifted. Runner's lunge. Wiggling right toes back. Get a little longer. You're getting warmer. Left foot meets the right. High plank. One more time, knees drop. Modified chaturanga. Bend the elbows, tap chin and chest. Come all the way to the belly. Tops of feet press. Inhale, cobra pose. Stay there. Lift the shoulders. Lift the upper body. Now hover hands. Keep squeezing upper arms towards the ribs. And relax. Tuck toes, bend knees, downward facing dog. And again, reminding the body of this shape. Pressing shoulders towards ears, lifting hips and lowering heels. Right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Point the toe, lift the leg a little higher. Bend the elbows out towards the sides, tap crown of the head, either to the earth or towards the earth. Press away. 2 more. Keep right leg long. And right knee to nose. Step through. Left knee stays lifted, runner's lunge. Pulling back through right hip. Zipping up through right thigh. Pulling up through left kneecap. And you step forward. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it on down. Grabbing opposite elbows. Good job, everyone. Breathe with it. Relax the arms and start to roll up to stand. Big sweep of the arms overhead. Right hand reaches for left wrist. Make a fist with your left hand. Pull left shoulder out of its socket. Lift a little taller and then take a lean to the right. Not collapsing here through your left armpit, but drawing back. Pulling back through center. Left hand reaches for right wrist. Make a fist with your right hand and pull up through the right shoulder. Lengthen through the right rib cage, and then you take your lean over to the left. And come through center, palms press. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. High plank, step back. Staying there, moving through modified chaturanga or coming forward on the toes. Bending elbows, hovering chests. Inhaling, upward facing dog on tops of the feet. Knees are hovering. Take a subtle bend into the elbows and then roll shoulders back, open through the chest. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale right away, left leg up and back, point your toe. Left knee to nose. Left leg high. Knee to nose. Look forward, step through. Ooh, drop your right knee down this time. Inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. Right hand reaches for left thigh. Left arm draws towards the back of the mat, coming towards a twist. So use your right hand here on your outer left thigh to help you draw your left lung towards the back of the mat. Maybe gaze follows. One more breath. Keeping the twist, keeping that rotation in the upper body, bring your hands to prayer. Drop right elbow over left thigh. Staying there with palms pressing in prayer, or you can even make a fist with left hand. Press that left fist into the right palm, like you have a little catcher's mitt. Tuck right toes, lift right knee. Gaze down towards the top of the mat. Right foot steps forward, twisted chair. Moving through center, arms engage overhead. Utkatasana chair pose, sit low. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Left foot steps back this time. Lower left knee down. Inhale, arms rise. Anjaneyasana. Ooh. Release hands down to the mat. Pyramid pose. Step left foot in. Straighten through both legs. This is absolutely a shape where blocks are your friend. You have shorter arms like me. You have blocks handy. You can take them on either side of your right foot. And here in pyramid pose, you want the back heel sealed. So that may look like widening through right foot, walking it to the right, and then walking left foot to the left, giving yourself space. That may look like stepping in enough so you can root down through that back foot. Take your right hand to your hip crease, your thumb right into your hip crease, and then just gently pull the right hip back like your little doggy wagging its tail, wag it to the left. One more breath. So hands to blocks or hands to earth, gaze forward. Coming into perch pose, tap left knee behind your right, squat low. You can stay there, hands to mat, or wing arms back, palms face down. Ooh, very beautiful. High lunge, step your left toes back. Inhale, reach those arms towards the sky. Bend your elbows, cactus the arms. And release, hands down to the mat, high plank. Give yourself a moment to flow. These are always optional. You can always skip. Right away, right leg up and back. Knee to nose. Lift. Knee to nose. Step through. Drop left knee. Arms reach. Left hand now reaches for outer edge of the right thigh. Right arm pulls back. So use that connection. Use that relationship of hand to thigh to help twist you. We're getting into the body here. Again, thematically, yoga is a mind, body, breath practice. Today, the body. Ooh, one more. Keeping the upper body as it is. Draw your hands to prayer. And then hover or tap left elbow to outer thigh. Give it a hook. Palms can stay as they are there. Find that catcher's mitt. Right palm can press into right knuckle, can press into palm of left hand. You can make that fist shape. We're breathing. We're here, even though we may not want to be. One more. Tuck left toes, lift left knee. Look forward, step forward. Find that twisted chair shape. Utkatasana, stretch those arms overhead. Grab opposite elbows here. Lift through the chest. Sit lower. And fold. Inhale, half lift. Step right foot back. Drop right knee down. Inhale, rise those beautiful arms overhead. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, release hands down, pyramid pose. You take that step in with right foot. Enough so it can plant. Hands are on earth or hands are on blocks. Take that little tail wag to the right. Left hand will come towards your hip crease. Thumb pressing into hip crease. And pulling left hip back. Feel the engagement of your entire left leg. Ooh, the hamstring. This should feel really, really nice. Or really something. Release hands towards the top of the mat, perch pose, tap right knee behind your left. So take that little squat, gaze forward. Stay there or reach arms back. Where's your breath? You are strong. You got this. Right toes find the back of the mat. High crescent lunge for the breath in. And release hands down, breath out. High plank. Blow it on out, honeys. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Finding your downward facing dog. Bend the elbows out to the sides. Tap crown of the head towards the mat. Press away. Do it again. Press away. One more. Press away. So, so, so beautiful. Come down to the knees. Child's pose. Stretch the arms in front of you. Palms pressing down or palms face up. Forehead finds the mat. And just breathe. How long can we spend distrusting our body, disliking our body, before we realize we've wasted so much of our lives in a poor relationship with our body, our vessel, our home. And anyone else you watched in a relationship like that for that long, you would have some words for them. So let today be the moment you find that new relationship, that reset with the body. That you so deserve. Yoga is a practice. It is not perfection. We are not perfection. We are always in practice. And go ahead and pull your way through to Sphinx pose. Forearms are on the earth. Palms are pressing away. Just take a moment here to press down through the pelvic floor, through your pubic bone. Left hand reaches for right elbow crease. Yeah. Bend into right knee and reach right hand back for right foot. Any grip. I don't care. All that matters here is you're drawing heel towards butt, stretching your quad. You're breathing. And you can release that forehead down towards the hands. Come back onto the forearms. Sphinx pose. Press pubic bone down towards the mat. Then lift left leg. Lift a little higher, lower. Lift right leg. Lift a little higher, keep pressing through forearms. And lower, right hand reaches for left elbow crease. Beautiful, bending to left knee. Left hand reaches back for the foot. Nothing fancy here. Nothing to prove. It never is in this practice. This is the removal of that ego, the dissolving of that ego, that I am this, my body is this. And through dedicated practice and regimen, we feel that we are so much more than we like to limit ourselves as. Although you are more than this body, it is important to feel best in your body. Relax, come to Sphinx, and lower down. Windshield wiper knees left to right. And best is subjective, right? Like, I'd like to think I know best, but I really don't. Only you do. You have complete and total agency. And I hope that your practice provides you with that learning and that growing and that understanding, forming that relationship to the body, and really, again, checking in like, what do I need today? What do I really need today? Is today the day for the big hit workout or the strengthening yoga practice, or is today the day that I chill the F out? I hope today was a strengthening day, because sorry if it wasn't, if you weren't in that mood, and now you know better. Now you know how to listen in for next time. Taking hands under shoulders, right next to the rib cage. Ooh, press your way up and back, downward facing dog. All the way through to a seat. Take your hands to your knees. Sit up tall, 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 tall. On the inhale, drawing heart forward. Little seated cat cow. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, draw it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Come back to stillness. You can have palms face down or palms face up. Close down the eyes. And take a breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Sharp exhales, Kapalabhati breath. Okay, if you lose the pace, keep going. Come back into it. Maybe you speed it up. Sharp exhalation, sharp exhalation, sharp exhalation. Next breath in, full belly breath all the way up. Reach the arms overhead, clasp thumbs. Take another sip of air in. Hold, squeeze chin to chest. Relaxing through the face. Hold the breath, hold the breath, hold the breath. Stay in your holds as long as you need. When you're ready to exhale, like a cork popping, you let it go and relax the hands. Sitting in the stillness, reveling in the magnificence, the magic that is you. If anyone hasn't told you yet recently, your body is the most least interesting thing about you. Your body is the least interesting thing about you. But damn, it feels good when we're strong, we're energized, and we can see and recognize our own growth. Keep going, fighting, keep believing in yourself. If you're ready to close down your practice, you can take your hands to prayer and bow in reverence to this ancient practice of yoga. If you'd like to finish your practice in Shavasana, you're welcome to lie back and stay as long as you would like. It's an honor. Bowing to you, namaste.